Hey guys, welcome back to the Oklahizer Disc Golf channel. It's been a minute, but I've got a quick rundown for you featuring the new Discraft Zone SS. Alongside that, we have the new Ricky Wysocki prototype disc. It is a slow, overstable approach disc with a thumb track. Should handle this wind pretty well. And alongside that, we have a regular zone, so you guys have a pretty good idea of how these three discs line up with one another. Kind of windy out here today, so we're gonna give them a couple of throws and see how they can take it. Hope you guys enjoy. Welcome to Oklahizer.
We're gonna go ahead and get started giving this some pretty full rips on this basket, about 230 feet out with a slight tailwind and mostly left to right crosswind. And while I have, of course, thrown the Zone and now the Zone SS before today, this is my first throw with the Ricky test flight, and you can just hear what I think about it right out the gate.
Yeesh. That thing falls out of the sky.
Moving on to some more full power forehand rips, I'm working with a right to left crosswind on this one. The Zone getting a pretty flat release, whereas the Zone SS, I had to put a fair amount of hyzer on it to get it to cooperate at all. That right to left wind really affected it, pulled it all the way out to the left before it came back. And the Ricky test flight, this thing is a beefcake, refuses to glide, just goes straight out there and hooks up perfectly at the end. Moving on to where these discs really shine, upshots. I'm only about 130 feet out with a left to right crosswind here. You can see that even though the Zone SS did want to flip up a little bit, as soon as the top of the disc was exposed to the wind, they just dumped out of the sky and settled right where they were. Exactly what you're looking for in an overstable approach disc. And finally, we are going to do a couple approach shots, forehands straight into a headwind. Zone acting pretty well how you'd expect, but this Zone SS is not a fan of headwinds whatsoever. It's definitely not one I'm going to be reaching for if I have a headwind, but it is still pretty awesome tailwind approach disc. And finally, this Ricky test flight, this thing is so overstable, it seems to be completely unaffected by the headwind. And finishing up, we're going to take a closer look at the Zone SS compared to the Zone. First off, it is significantly more shallow than the Zone, but still very much feels like a Zone variation in your hand. And I'd say it flies like a well beat in Zone with a more forward finish at the end rather than that classic dumping fall out of the sky finish that all Zones have. Now, looking at the Ricky test flight, you'll notice that it is quite a bit taller and deeper than a regular Zone and has that thumb track on top, which is in a perfect position, particularly for forehands. This is a very torque resistant disc. I'd say it has quite a bit more fade and significantly less glide than a regular Zone. Excellent overstable approach disc. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Here's a couple of whiffs. You can see how durable this Ricky test flight is. It is coming out in a more CT base plastic, which feels awesome in the hand. But it does not take the tree hits quite as well as ESP or Z plastic. But I really think this is going to be one of those discs that just gets better over time. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.